Okay, hopefully I can pick up where I left off and without no problems. It's like something with me trying to record videos and stuff, like, especially when I be going in. Anyway, so the King of Swords energy, this person, let's say for instance, like it's a person that's the King of Swords, they're knowledgeable, they're wise, they got experience on life, there's someone that uses their head, their best judgment, but they're still not, maybe they're a little too intellectual, maybe they're a little too um practical about their views on life. Everything has to be down on paper in a book, right? Whereas you're more of the spirit. You and this person probably wouldn't be compatible, right? Like if you look at it from that perspective. So I feel like the person that's for you, you and this person have yet to fully come into full contact, or even may have even don't even know each other exists yet, right? This person most definitely is very bored and not excited about the options that they feel like is before them in love. And this is someone that may hold a sense of depth. I want to clarify this magician because I want to know why they're here. I feel like this magician is some type of, like, a completely different energy in comparison to you or your person. What is this magician energy? The Tower. Yeah, there's some type of energy that's trying to cause a delay or destruction for you and your person. Where is your person at? Let's clarify the Four of Cups. Where's your person's energy? Holy Spirit, where is Eight of Pentacles? I feel like this person is like very focused on themselves too with the Eight of Pentacles. They may be like taking on something, perfecting something that they've been working on. Could be this Page of Pentacles also resonates with them as well. But they're very bored of what's around them. And I feel like be very mindful not to get into an energy of pessimism and complaining and fear and doubt and depression. Because I feel like this magician is a energy that is here to cause a delay or destruction. And you have the Strength card as well. You are divinely protected. This could also be a counterfeit that Spirit is warning someone about. The Wheel of Fortune was at the bottom of the deck after the Strength card. So I'm getting this potential energy of a counterfeit energy trying to come in to cause delay, or maybe it's not their purpose or intent that they know of, but it's like they're being used to cause delays, to cause destructions and disruptions in the flow of your connection coming together. That's what I'm saying. So anybody that might be putting on or trying to manifest something with you, or it's like something about it, and I do get, again, it's like this protection, this protective energy coming from this lion, and I kind of picked up a similar energy in the reading that I was suggesting you guys in part 1 to watch on my other channel. Someone may also want to yeah, if you feel like your person wants to rise to the occasion when it comes to being courageous or stepping up, maybe in the past they weren't ready for you, and now maybe they feel like they are, or they're working on something when it comes to you. But again, Spirit is like, make sure that what someone is presenting is really the truth, because the magician does a good job at selling themselves, presenting their best to you or to people. So you got to be more discerning or wise. But like I said, I'm not going to change what I was picking up. I do feel that that magician is a counterfeit. Is this true, Spirit? Is this Page of Swords? Now, you got to use your discernment, y'all, because it could be both. But I do feel like the person, how to discern if you're dealing with a counterfeit versus the real deal, is the person that's for you. They are going to approach you with their ears tuned to Spirit to hear, being willing and open to take divine instructions. They're not too prideful. They're not a know-it-all to the point where they can't take divine instructions or guidance, to be obedient to a higher source or call or purpose, or come boldly and to come humbly, and step to you, because they know that they have to go through spirit to get to you. This is similar to the message that I got on my other channel. And versus the counterfeit is going to present their best face to you, but there's something about them that is here to disrupt something, and they may be someone that is a little calculated. They may perceive that they got this. They feel like they can throw their weight around or use tricks to get ahead. Whereas someone is willing to be the student. Someone is willing to humble themselves and learn. And like I said, tune their ear to the spiritual streets. Like, I'm tuning my ear to hear spirit and see what the spiritual team is talking about and what they're instructing and guiding me to do, you know, to move forward in love or to move towards the person. They're willing to humble themselves. They're willing to take direction. Whereas this counterfeit, like I said, they think that they got it in a bag. They feel like they can utilize something. Their good looks, their the gift of gab, their money, their something that they feel like they got. And it's going to expose who's the real. Because again, whoever is willing to humble themselves and listen to spirit and obey spirit's instructions. And when I say obey, not from this place of like they're a lesser than and they're being dominated and manipulated and controlled, but being steered like a father would steer their child in the right direction. That's where this person is coming, because they cannot step towards this feminine without confronting this lion. This lion is like, wait a minute, what you doing in my domain? Who are you? They're going to scan whoever comes towards you, because you are protected and you are hidden. And whoever sees you for a reason. But the thing is, though, just because you see the lab, that doesn't mean you have the key code to get in. Whoever is truly chosen, whoever has that key card, that fingerprint, because it's only one person that has that fingerprint. There's no one out in the world that has the same exact fingerprint as the next person. So whoever, they're the one that has the access, because they are meant to enter in. But this is the person that is willing to pay attention and take the information that spirit is giving to them. They're willing to listen, take instructions, pay attention, willing to really do the work. Don't discount this magician, though, because the magician is very powerful. They're powerful, but if they're not the real deal, they're going to be exposed. Because it's almost like, don't discount these pages, because they have a lot of potential too. So someone here could have two different masculine energies, or maybe more than one maybe more than two, excuse me, masculine energies willing to approach them, or already in the mix. But there's someone here that seems like they're underqualified that actually may be the more willing. Because, spirit is so funny. You know how messages be coming full circle and it just like, it hits you? I'm hearing like, here I go again. Look, call me Miss TBN. Hey, TBN Network. The story of David and Saul, King Saul and David before he was king, that whole thing is coming to mind. Where Saul was the one that looked the most qualified and was the most revered, or hopefully I'm saying that right, where the people of the land at the time, they reverenced him and they really looked up to him, and he was the people's champ, right? He was the people's choice. But David, not so much. David had a little bit of notoriety because of his past and the things that he did, but he was still a shepherd keeper. And he was doing the humble work. He was in the background. He wasn't physically what people would qualify as the next king, because Saul was being dethroned in a sense, or being removed, right? So they needed another king, and the baby that I mentioned, Hannah's baby, that I mentioned, and I think it was the first half of the reading, the first part, he became Samuel. And Samuel was the one that appointed David as king. So when he went looking for the king, God had to straighten him out and tell him, like, you trying to look for the part. You're trying to look for people that look the part rather than people that carry the spirit, that carry the heart. And David is that person that carries the heart. But I'm paraphrasing, but basically God was like, you over here looking at what looks beautiful and what looks shiny and what seems to have it. You know what I mean? Rather than looking at the heart of the person. So like nowadays when we go out and we look at men, we be like, oh, he's fine. Oh, he got a nice this. You know, he got to have this. He got to have that. You know, the style. He got to have the sweat. Like looking at the physical, right? And maybe even superficially picking out the character and the personality that they have to have, like such as, oh, he got to be into spirituality like me. He got crystals on. So what? Like that stuff, like trust me, that stuff don't mean nothing. The person that seems the least likely to be chosen most likely is the person. And it's not to say that your person is not going to be attractive to you. Like you're not going to be like, that's my man. You know what I mean? Like it's so stupid. But that you're not going to be happy to have that person and be like, that's mine, he fine. It's not going to be like, you're not going to be attracted. But the thing is though, is like there's a discounting of the potential of this person. And when I say potential, not the wanting to see what you want to see and hoping that this person steps into that vision you have for a person versus the progress of the person, which what spirit has revealed your person to be, because you don't see it yet in the physical. You're like, oh, well, this ain't it, or no. Because the person that seems to have it all, it seems to tickle your fancy, very well could be the counterfeit. And what separates them is the willingness. What separates them is their relationship to spirit and to God, because in order to even get to you, they have to have a relationship with God. You can't fake that. You can't fake your relationship with God or spirit, as some people feel comfortable with saying or identifying with source as. You can't fake that. So if a person tries to come to you and present themselves as your person, but this person doesn't hold the capacity to like pour into you, to support you, to understand you on a deep level, inwardly and outwardly understand you, or understand whatever, to get you or to love you in the way that spirit calls the person that's for you to love you, it's going to be revealed. That is going to be shown, because this person, their efforts, their intentions are going to start to slip. This person may come to you saying all the right things, but as soon as you reveal a significant part of yourself, poof, they're gone. Or they're going to try to change you. They're going to try to beat you down. They may try to, they may be a completely different person. The love bombing, the mask comes off, and this person can't upkeep that anymore. They're not the same person. The thing with the true person is that you're going to see that they're always, they've never changed, meaning the core essence of who they are has never changed, but you will see progress in that person. That's the difference between the counterfeit. In this instance, what I'm seeing, like, you really got to pay attention. Spirit showed me in a reading that I did earlier tonight too, was the Justice card came out, and I never read the Justice card in this sense, but you know how on some decks the Justice card, the woman, she's blindfolded, kind of like how the courthouse, how they have the woman with the scales, she'll have a blindfold. When you're weighing your decisions and your choices, when that blindfold is on, that could represent you not looking with your physical eyes, judging a situation based off of what you physically see, or judging a person based off of how they look. But because one of your senses are cut off, all other senses are more heightened, right? So if you're cutting off the sight, you close your eyes, what? You hear better, right? Your presence, You can sense and feel and hear things and smell things clear when your eyes are closed, right? So if you're not looking at things that look the part, the shiny, the flashy things, you're not caught up in all of the acts and the presentations, but you close your eyes and you listen clearer, you'll be able to listen to the things that maybe you weren't paying attention to. You'll be able to sense in your body when the person says certain things. It's like, You can tell when this person may be lying to you. You can tell when they're trying to finesse you. You can tell when they're trying to, say certain things to trigger you, or say certain things to get you in bed, or you are able to discern it because you're not looking, oh, he's so fine. Oh, look, he did this, he did that. Oh, he texts me. You're listening. You're shutting that flesh, seeing with your eyes, with the lust of the eye. You're shutting that down and you're listening. Your ears are more in tune. Your senses are more heightened. Because you have to tap into the inner parts. You can't just rely on physically what you see, because you got to navigate. You got to know how to navigate in the spirit first, because that's where everything exists first before they become physical. And that's the High Priestess. She represents the spirit. She represents the subconscious. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope that was helpful. Okay, continue to be the light. Continue to shine your light, even when it's hard, even when it's tough at this time. Like, if you need to cry, cry. Let it out. Release it. But don't allow your heart to get sick and allow your hope to become deferred. Okay, so I send much love to you guys. Be blessed, be safe, take care, peace.